There was a leave on it.
I didn't give a leave.
Alright, recording in 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of...
Why sound so depressed? Usually it's always so lively. It's because we are in a very interesting setting today.
By interesting, you mean that I grew up in this place, yes. This is...
Welcome back to another episode of
No Filter Podcast.
No Filter Podcast, yes.
Hashtag No Filter Podcast.
Hashtag No Filter. Today we're taking a very chill approach, I guess you would say.
It is indeed very chill.
Yes. So as you can see, for the past 5 episodes, we've been dilly-dallying around here and there. Every location's new, but not too sure if this is gonna be a permanent one. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see.
If we are going to record at this set time every time, yeah, I honestly don't mind recording this place. I mean, provided of course, as I said, threshold in the few previous episodes that A, it doesn't rain.
Yes, hopefully.
B, my camera right now is on the edge.
Why you move it so far to the edge?
Did I move?
Did you?
I don't remember moving it though.
It's alright, I guess.
But yeah, so today's topic is about something that I don't very relate to.
Which is financial stability.
It is of said topic.
Didn't your parents give you like $20 today and you spent $19 on this?
You see, here's the one way I would like to describe it. It's like,
okay, go ahead.
okay, I'm supposed to get 50.
Okay.
Because according to their logic, online class they will give me like 20 ringgit. Okay, that one's normal. I understand because that time was during MCO and all. So having 20 ringgit was like kind of a lot. But now I'm going back to school. I started my class today at 8 all the way to 2. So if you calculate that yourself, one can easily tell you that was 6 hours.
Yes, I think so.
So, as they say, in 6 hours, a lot can be done in 6 hours. Hence, money should be also provided adequately. That is supposed to be 50, 40 or $50, give or take. But I'm willing to take the 50 any day.
Okay.
You see, today my original plan was, if I got the 50, I would just maybe treat myself to a McDonald's, or I could get myself a pack of racks, like the 2-piece one for 20 ringgit. I could either spend that and save on a McDonald's meal, maybe get myself a 3 ringgit Nescafe. But I got 20. So guess what I did with the 20? I had to make life decisions at that time. It was either my survival on staying alive, or it was my survival on fulfilling hunger. Of course, I choose to stay alive and fuck hunger. Hunger. This proves that how hungry I am, per se.
But still, I'm using it.
Yeah, I mean, this brand that I got is not bad, but honestly, to me, it's just.
You got the non-nicotine version, which is the more suckier version.
Yeah, it is the
basically.
suckiest of suckier. So yeah, speaking of financial stability, like I said, this is a topic that I don't correlate well to.
Honestly, if you're looking, if you're asking, the both of us, to me, I don't know about you, but to me, I would say independently, I'm more financially capable. I mean, not very, very capable, but comfortable enough, to not worry for a certain amount of time. That's what I can say. Like, to me, I think I can afford to not work for a day, but I think a day is probably the max. If I go for 2-3 days, sure, I die one lah. But I think if let's say someone were to call me out, late at night to go Genting or something, for example, I would be okay with that. I would be okay with that because A, I can afford it, and B, as long as I don't go within a certain threshold, I think I should be okay with it. So granted, granted, as long as I manage my money properly, I won't have to go far lah. But of course, these days my money has been like kind of going down, purely because after the accident, I spent $300, which kind of sucks. And then because I lost my IC the other day, I spent another $100.
Yes.
So I kind of need to slow down a little bit. So which is why I'm like thinking of maybe let me cut out mama and all that. Let me recover for 1 month, and then next month onwards maybe I can like be a bit leisure with my income. But still, I feel like at the same time I still need to discipline myself a little bit lah. That's what I feel.
Yeah. I feel that when it comes to financial stability, compared to me, yeah, of course, in a better place.
But then again, I have a job, so
Yeah.
it's a whole different game lah.
Also, I just want to say, the moment you say I'm comfortable, there's this one particular individual in our lives that is particularly fond of you for some apparent reason. So, would you like to explain to this person directly that what do you mean by comfortable, in case that he starts to ask all their other friends and be like
I'm pretty sure
guessing?
I'm pretty sure he already asked Shao about it, and of course, as long as I keep telling Shao I'm comfortable, Shao also won't know lah. But honestly,
Life is good.
comfortable. I mean, to me, like if I feel sad, okay, this is my version of comfortable. If I feel sad right now, the only thing that can make me feel happy is ice cream, and I can just go to 7-Eleven and get that Kit Kat ice cream, and I'd feel happy.
Why
That's-
ice cream?
I don't know. I mean, isn't ice cream great? Like I don't know. I don't know about you, man, but like I would say-
Alcohol's greater.
yeah, but ice cream is just better. I think So, yeah.
Agree to disagree.
It's okay, but that's what I would say comfortable. If let's say I want to go buy my comfort food, which is a shawarma.
Which a lot of times we didn't really get to buy it because they either sold out by the afternoons
It's
or
expensive.
yeah.
Of course, I can buy that, and I'd feel happy. But that's what I mean by comfortable,
Yeah,
basically.
understand. So I don't know. I used to be in such a financially comfortable situation. That was, of course, until MCO happened and my
Uh-huh.
life fucked up ever since.
Oof.
Not to mention, especially in the year 2021 and 2022, lah. In the world of feng shui, they say that today is a terrible year for me, and I've been feeling the side effects ever since like 2021,
Uh-huh.
and that was like only the beginning, and then it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you talk about feng shui, you cannot like money. Money is something that is always talked about,
Mm.
which I think to many is how we measure stability in itself.
Mhm.
Is that you knowing that how much money you have left,
Yeah.
you are sure that you are stable of like in maybe how many months.
Mhm.
Sometimes people calculate it by days, months, or years.
Mhm.
So it's said to like have at least like before you quit a job or something, do something rational.
Mhm.
You're supposed to have like the ideal way of that financially stable is having like at least 6 months of salary
Yes, basically, yes.
or 6 months worth of expenses
Mhm.
already in your bank account
up, yeah.
before you decide to jump ship to another company or something like that.
Basically, that is the first rule of thumb, lah.
Yeah. When it comes to being financially stable, it's like, bro, do you still remember back in the time when I was rich?
Yes, I remember.
Do you still remember the time when you
Yes.
were
You used
rich?
to belanja me 20 ringgit shisha, holy shit. So that wasn't cheap. I mean, it wasn't good shisha, but it wasn't cheap.
It wasn't cheap, but the thing it was like, it was every twice a week. Was it twice a week?
No, it was once a week.
Once a week.
It was once a week because at that time I kind of had a quota system like Choi Yang also. So
Oh yeah, you did.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, life from there was like, it was good.
Mm.
until MCO happened.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that of course everyone took a financial hit and their financial stability was of course fucked
Yep.
when MCO was announced and this stupid pandemic came into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I felt different was that I know my parents are financially secure enough, regardless of whatever. Somehow I'm on the other end of that spectrum. I'm not feeling 100% comfortable. I'm not feeling socially and financially stable and justifiable. But what I felt was insecurities. You know, of course lah, there were insecurities about not going out, not being able to socialize, not being able to see your friends for months and years. That has its positive effects, I would say,
Yes.
in terms of stability in financials. But you also have to take into account that as a student, your only main source of financial income, as per se, is via your parents.
Yes.
And if you stop going to school, means that hashtag goodbye money, goodbye sweet old money. You won't get any more money. And of course, you try to get yourself a job, I almost say second-hand job. I was like, what the hell is a second-hand job? I was like, yeah, you kind of resort yourself to go and find a job, like maybe a part-time or full-time, depending on what your quota was, because maybe back in the days you still had a lot of time and you were online class. Maybe you can be at the shop 24/7 and just sign into your class, and your lecturer is like, yeah, hi, are you here? Okay, you're here. Okay, class commence, and then you can just leave the class if you wanted to. That was easy. But now, coming back into endemic.
Yes.
Of course, I'm going back to school, but my pocket money wasn't like it used to be.
I mean, I think maybe you can try to get like a part-time job, maybe with flexible hours to kind of help you get a little bit of money.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking into. Unfortunately, that's not what my parents want to look into. For some reason, I don't know why. It's like I'm trying here to.
Sorry.
That's not mine. It's not mine. I don't give a damn. So it's like I don't understand why. It's like I'm trying to find a job. I'm trying to get my own income. I'm not trying to rely on you. I'm trying to come out into this working life per se. The companies that she's complaining about is like either shady or dark or informal, this and that. I'm like, bro, it's just a job. It's just like a part-time job. Even for internship, don't say a job lah. Like fucking internship, bro. She's like, yeah, I'ma call your college dean. I'ma call your college supervisor. I'ma call your boss. And of course, when these three factors get mingled up together, the one that's facing the music is not them, it's me. And in terms when I say that I face the music, it basically means that the company says, thank you for your service, fuck you, get lost. I mean, of course lah, they will sugarcoat the shit out of it. It's like, due to budget cuts, we unfortunately have to let you go, so bye bye. Like for real, bye bye.
No, it's just a fucking alarm.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm having a budget cut right now, so bye bye.
bro. Hey, you're not paying for me to do this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole concept. And in terms of my parents' case, it's like I know they have reserve, like how the US
like a Federal Reserve.
yeah, they have a Federal Reserve. I know my parents have a fucking Federal Reserve somewhere. But for some reason, they don't want to use it. I mean, during the whole MCO, the whole 2 years, I'm really thankful and I'm really grateful to God that we were not in any difficulty whatsoever lah. We still, we buy groceries, right? I think a lot of people face this when they are buying groceries. Like last time, maybe they were shopping at Giant or more well-branded like Tesco, which is now called Lotus, or somewhere like these shopping malls. But during MCO, they might had to go into Econ Save, which is the much budget version of a supermarket. But for me, it's like I really am thankful that my family wasn't put into such a position that we need to save electricity or water bills or food bills and stuff like that. We as the youngsters nowadays would like to say, we've been balling.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like, yeah, occasionally we'll go to village grocer because Eco Terrace is the nearest to my house, so we'll go to village grocer and we'll just shop there. Stock up the fridge. And then sometimes it's like, what we eating today? If my parents are lazy to cook, they'll be like, yeah, McDonald's, KFC, Kentucky, Texas, Domino's, please sponsor us if you haven't already. They were like, just chinchai lah, because they were that kind of person. That's like, since I don't get a chance to eat it so much nowadays, and I don't really want to ruin my son's life, quote unquote, ruin my son's life. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to let him eat whatever McDonald's shit that he wants to eat. And trust me, whenever I eat McDonald's or this type of fast food, I don't eat cheap. It's like I can order 2 sets and maybe a side of 9 nuggets and a sundae cone and be like,
9 nuggets. I thought they give like 20.
There's 20, there's 6, there's 4, and there's 9. So normally I go for 9. Maybe an apple pie, and then Oreo McFlurry, and also maybe a double fillet of cheese, and also a McChicken a la carte.
Sounds so expensive.
Exactly. So so every time the bill comes out, it's like 60 to 90 ringgit. Sometimes my dad is like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Bruh. Well, I think one like McChicken set is like $15, right? Something like that.
I think depends on what time you get it. Sometimes it's like 15, sometimes
Bro,
like
if
10.
you go to Zapfan, you get like $6, You get rice, one vegetable, and one chicken.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not bad, eh. I fucking love going to Zapfan. Actually, it's cheaper than Mama, To be honest, if I were to rank it, Indian restaurants always fucking expensive. Then after that it's Mama. Then last is Zapfan. Zapfan is like, I fucking love going there. Plus the food is fucking nice and hot also.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Of
it's
course,
just kind of
some Zapfans are like, they're not. You from the get go that they are not worth the.
some lah.
Hello.
Test 1 2 1 2.
No, I mean I can still hear you, but
okay.
it's just that I cannot hear you through my ears.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Technology sucks, so you gotta use our own ears. But anyways, how would you define your financial stability?
Yeah,
What is your own perspective on financial stability?
I think it all depends on your own discipline lah. Like if you want to reach that certain financial stability, and you have one income, I think the first thing you should do is discipline. You must learn how to save your money. That is like the basic, the asas, to start. And then when you have like
I've been trying.
when you have like 6 months to maybe like a year worth of like salary saved up, then you can start playing with it a little bit. You can go for like unit trust. I think unit trust is one of the more easier ones, because like for example like Maybank, you can actually go to the app and then you can actually apply for like unit trust, and actually that's actually very good. It's a safe investment. It's not a risk-free investment. It's a safe investment. It's it's a low risk, but it's not a risk-free investment. And within 2-3 years you will actually gain some percentage, your interest, which is actually good. That is the first thing. Second thing is, I would say stash away. I think the interest rate is about 3%, 4%, something like that.
Actually, stash away is varied. It depends on which portfolio you're taking, and then also your risk behavior. If you are high risk, you can get as high as up to 36%, if I'm not mistaken, of interest. If you're like a moderate or low risk, it may be around like 3 to 4 at base, and it can go maybe to the mid range of 12, 18, 17, like that. I have a friend that's in Stashaway, and also am using Stashaway. But the thing is, I don't put money in, so sometimes it's like quite kind of stagnant lah.
Uh-huh.
The account and whatever when you think you're supposed to earn, but then it's like it's still stagnant because they actually you every day lah at least put what 1 ringgit in 1 ringgit. So it at least like it knows that your account is active and it gives it more chance for them to play with the money that you have. And of course, depending on your risk, they will invest accordingly. But of course lah, with every like different type of investment portfolios, like regardless if it's stash away or not, everything is quite high in volatility lah. Especially like right now. Jesus, I'm trying to hear my voice here. We're almost there. Yeah, hello. Yeah. Why not you cut to commercials for 1 second, Tavin?
Or maybe let me speak.
Yes,
Okay.
speak.
I think the final low risk investment I would encourage for people is definitely EPF. Now, actually, the thing is that you don't have to have a job to have an EPF. Of course, if you first time getting employment, you can actually the company that hiring you will actually set up your EPF account, but you can actually set up your own for your own self. So you can just go to their website, fill in your information, then go to the nearest kiosk, EPF kiosk, and you can activate your account. Then you can start putting money inside. That is actually a very, very good a low risk investment. It's like I think they pay out 5% interest, which is actually above inflation lah. Although granted, currently with the economic state of Malaysia, we're experiencing hyperinflation, but of course that is temporary lah. For the next 2-3 years, because again we have to think long term. For the next 2-3 years on the road, EPF will provide a better return lah. So again, I would suggest these three lah: unit trust, stash away, and EPF. These three I think are the safest and the basically low risk lah. They're not risk free. Again, bear in mind they are not risk free, but they are low risk. So it's very easy to start and it's very easy to understand also. So at least in my opinion lah, for youngsters these days, I think that's what they should start on lah. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel that in Malaysia alone, there is so many different type of saving investment, like companies like Stashaway or Rise, all those. Sometimes it can be quite confusing to choose, but if you, from my personal opinion, I think, and for yours also, the most common ones that we heard is of course Stashaway. Second one is Rise. Rise functions a bit different than Stashaway because Stashaway is like, as the name suggests, you stash away cash for investment. In terms of Rise, is that is linked with one of your bank cards, and then from there, let's say your food and whatever shit, total bill is like maybe 15 ringgit and 35 cents. So what Rise will actually do is that if you use the card that you registered to pay your bill, Rise will round up your bill to the nearest 10. So it's like maybe 13 ringgit, 15 ringgit will, and 35 cents will turn into 16 ringgit. They will just round it off to an even number or a whole number lah, as per se. And then from there, they will just take the extra money and like, invest it for you lah. So let's say maybe it may be it might look like a small amount lah, but according to what I believe lah, of my understanding with Rise is that sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit. It's like hold up, I'm stuck here. It's like how we run our business. In terms of profit margin, we don't aim for a high profit margin, but we aim for volume and quantity. So I think that I believe so that is what Rise is actually kind of doing in terms of investing. Of course, Stashaway is different in the sense that
Stashaway is more like a savings account.
Yeah, it's like a savings account, a very stagnant saving account. If you choose like the lowest risk and all those, I changed my. Actually, one more thing to note that it's okay to change your investing risks like percentage, regardless if you're using Stashaway or Rise. It's good to have multiple different a what is the term that we use? Portfolios. Yeah, it's good to have a diverse portfolio. That means it's like your investing or whatever, your stability is not all eggs in one basket. You can have it in some in high, some in low, and some in moderate. So when you know which one is working best for you, and you know which one you want it as a short-term goal or which one you want as a long-term goal. And this is one thing I also like about Stashaway. We are not sponsored by Stashaway, but if Stashaway wants to bank us in $1,000 to start us off investing, I don't mind though.
If they sponsor us, that would be great. But yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna open my Stashaway account.
Wait. No. You're not.
I want my promo. I want my promo code. Please sign up using my promo code.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah. What I like is that Stashaway does have a goal incentive type of investing.
Yeah.
So basically that one is to help you to save up more lah. It's like help you allocate, and it also gives you a budget breakdown on how much you need to save a day and all those lah, which is good stuff. Not gonna lie, good stuff. But most importantly to me, how long has this been going on for? 20 plus minutes. Wait, 30 plus? Not 27. I think
we're almost at the end.
Yeah, we're almost at the end, so I don't have nothing else to say, because this topic to me is at the moment quite saddening.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Mr. J, that I'm not gonna say it here. I'm gonna meet you face to face. I'm gonna say it out loud to you. Of course, from my side of the story. I believe we are sensible people and we can talk face to face, huh? Unlike one matcha.
What?
Not you. The other one.
Oh.
That guy, you call him to come out and talk with you. You really need to call bodyguard, bro. To him, peace was never an option.
I think lah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's just keep this one for the future social topics. But all in all, I think at the end of the day, you can learn how to save lah, basically. So first thing, of course, the basic thing is always discipline. You learn how to be disciplined with your money, you can really go far in life lah. That's all I'm trying to say. And of course, when you have a certain amount of money, disposable money that you don't reuse, then you can start
you can start giving it all to me. Thank you. Yes.
No. You can start actually afford to play with risks, such as like what I mentioned, unit trust, Stashaway, and EPF. I think those are three, I would say, minimum, the bare easiest lah, investment wise. But yeah, that is practically my opinion lah.
Yeah, I think for me is that another thing that we also have learned from Cho Yang. You haven't mentioned him, yeah. After 20 plus minutes, I feel like we should mention him for a while. But one thing that Cho Yang also mentioned a lot is that budgeting.
Yes.
It's like, let's say if you are living on a tight budget, especially like with your salary, like around 1.5, 1.6 after EPF and all those. Budgeting is kind of important. Not to say kinda lah, but to maybe a certain demographic of people that like to spend excessively. Yeah, what's up? Budgeting is very important. Of course, knowing which are essential budgets and also which are non-essential budget is also quite important for you. Let's say if you are a smoker, how much you want to limit yourself to spend on cigarettes, and how much you want to spend on, if you are alcoholic, on alcohol, and if you're a vapor, how much you want to spend on e-juice and coils and all those. You need to know, of course, if you know in that month you're not feeling all well and stuff like that, do you have enough to finance yourself? Or as Cho Yang once said, I put about 50% to 60% of my money into drives. That is true. It is a fact in a way, yeah. So if you like driving, of course, petrol, toll, all those take into account. Give them more. if you feel like you can puasa every day
Mhm.
and not eat a single thing at all, well, good for you. Kudos, man. I couldn't do it. But yeah, I would say for me the most important thing is budgeting. Is like knowing your important ones, important spending, and your non-important spendings.
Mhm.
And yeah, do you have anything else we want to say?
I think that's kind of it, to be honest.
You switch off your mic.
It's on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's it for this week's episode.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
And if you haven't already, do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. We also have Spotify. Unfortunately, as of now, we only can post one video for some apparent reason.
What?
I don't know why. I only can upload episode 1, but I can't upload the rest. But I'm still trying. So do follow us there. If you haven't already, our social media is down in the description below. If you haven't already, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's basically it.
Yeah.
Peace.
I thought you were gonna say I will see you next time. Like, yeah. Peace. Bye. Go.